The 1,700-acre MSU Forest Biomass Innovation Center is located in the Michigan Upper Peninsula city of Escanaba. The center is leading a number of initiatives to increase the sustainable use of wood in Michigan's expanding bioeconomy.
Some of the traditional crops that Michigan farmers have relied on are becoming much more difficult to continue as their main source of income. And so by looking for bioenergy crops, whether they be grass crops or wood crops, we're looking to find alternatives for Michigan farmers to produce different crops than they've been producing before, and to use systems that require less energy, fertilizer, and water inputs to make the systems more energy efficient and cost effective.
One area of research is the impact the bioenergy cropping system has on insect diversity.
As a country, we're interested in developing more renewable sources of energy, and forest biomass is one of those sources of energy. So we're investigating the impact of fast-growing woody species like willow and poplar on insects that we care about, pollinating insects and insects that provide pest suppression in the landscape.
Researchers are focused on understanding the environmental impacts of woody biofuel products by studying the willow and poplar production systems and their relation to global warming.
Sites that have been idle or out of agriculture for a long time, they've built up large stores of carbon in the soil that are susceptible to being lost as carbon dioxide. Sites that are more depleted, that have been abandoned from agriculture more recently, tend to have a better greenhouse gas balance than sites that have been fallow. Some of the sites we're working on have been fallow for as much as 30 or 40 years. One of the things we want to try to do better at is figure out how to establish these plantations with less of an impact, less of a greenhouse gas emissions from establishment.
This research center is crucial because of its location.
Places like the Forest Biomass Innovation Center are critically important to researchers like myself. Many of our studies we consider long-term, meaning that they may take 5 or 10 or even 15 years to show the impacts. And having places throughout the state that are stable and provide us access to research plots that we know will not be disturbed and we can collect our data over long periods of time is critically important for us.
So the research that we do here at this center and at the other forestry research centers in the Upper Peninsula is primarily concentrating on production systems, the growth of trees. But that fits into a larger picture. And particularly as new markets develop, like the energy markets, it's important that we have people involved in these projects that are not just silviculturists or like me, the people who grow trees, but also entomologists that know about some of the pest problems, pathologists that know about the disease problems, that we have soil scientists, geneticists, engineers, social scientists, economists, all involved with looking at these systems from different angles, trying to find the best mix of components so that it will work for the emerging new markets we hope will develop in Michigan.
Michigan State University AgBioResearch, changing the face of science.